Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld is licensed and produced by Madman Entertainment, Anime Limited, Aniplex of America, and Studios A1 Pictures. Based on the works by Riki Kawahara, please support the official release. Hello, little Jack here with more Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld, episode 17. And the last time we did 4 episodes, so we covered way too much for me to recap in this puny little few minutes recap thing I do before episodes, but the gist of it, we sort of had Berkuli versus Vector, which was the freaking epic fight ever. Most epic fight. And Vector kind of died because, you know, Gabriel didn't, of course, that was never part of the equation, but Vector, the Dark King, Lord. Dark. What exactly was his title again? Anyway, he died, and so, like, now Vector had to convert his Gangale Online character and is facing off with Shina. The Japanese players with the all-time online converted characters kind of got overrun by the Korean and Chinese ones because they were goaded into thinking that this is all, well, that they are the side of righteousness, fighting the Japanese hackers, because that makes sense, right? You gotta kill the hackers in game. That's how you get rid of them. That's how this works. Logic. And Miller, who's apparently like the Laughing Coffin ringleader. That was a nice twist. And yeah, he's kind of gloating now, which not a fan of. Like in general, storytelling wise, this anime just loves to have its villains gloat and be all, I'm so evil, fear me, and I'm just not a fan of it, you know. Hence, sort of me not looking too forward to this episode. I mean, there's gonna be a turnaround at some point, and I hope it happens rather fast, because I just don't want to deal with the gloating. Oh my god, I hate it. Yeah, anyway, something that was mentioned to me also is that Miller apparently is fluent in Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and English, probably. Like, don't know if something else, but that's the one that are important. Since I mentioned him, like everyone talking Japanese, they just kind of cut out the part that characters are talking in various languages for ease of understanding, which I did mention. However, I did forget about that little tidbit when I was complaining about all the players standing around him while he was like gloating to Asuna, which he did in Japanese, obviously, so they don't understand him. Anyway, so there's that. My bad. Anything else that happened? Alice kind of got safe, so she's now off to the terminal. We had the mole at Ras, or what's it called, Ras? I'm actually not sure, like the ocean turtle thing, who was like sort of super big with the Oberon dude. I forgot what his real name was, but he also like with administrator because he's just an easily influenced type, I guess. And he's kind of a fanatic, and yeah, a lot of stuff going on again. I'll be stuck in this recap forever if I don't stop now. So, this episode, what are my hopes? My hopes is we're gonna get the hopeful turnaround thingamajigger, and we don't spend too long on the gloating. Please do not spend too long on the gloating. Please. Let's get into it. Into 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was a nice zoom in little there. Oh, that's what that thing was. Sorry for not realizing, I guess. I also forgot that the opening was a thing I had to deal with. But oh well. Well, might as well continue with the recap. We also had like after Gabriel converted his Gangale Online account, he kind of kept on using the whole dark magic, I want to say, which, so I've been told, was just kind of like the power of the will. I did suspect as much in the previous episode's reaction that that's just what it is. Like because he's so much of a massive psycho that he just can straight up do that when he gets going, if you will. But what else? Oh yeah, the idea of reviving Kirito, basically. That was kind of a huge plot point. I've said it before, but I do like the approach to it. Like, it basically is like the power of friendship, but it's given a more reasonable explanation than just standing back up because in the moment of peril you realize, wait a minute, I have friends. You cannot defeat me. Prince of Hell. Ah, yeah, there we are. Please just get through it. Just hurry up. What are you... Yeah, for real, come on, girl. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I kind of figure. Well, he found a plaything, ain't that nice? Oh yeah, Kirito dying would kind of be a serious problem at this point, wouldn't it? Now that I remember. And who might that be now? Phew! I feel really bad right now. I have no idea who this is. Was he from the movie? That's honestly my best guess at this point. I'm still thinking the sound effects though. Does it work on people who like just remote joining though? Oh, hi! Yeah, the movie, I guess. Then. Just a heart. I love the entrance though. Might as well sing then. Oh, some serious buffs though. What perfect excuse to throw in an epic OST, I guess. But thank God they kept the gloating to a minimum. I love how they don't even consider the idea that she's part of the hackers, but oh well. Like, we kinda just shown her lifting the spell on them, so to say. And the animation's pretty sweet too, as always, so good on that. Oh? Okay. Seriously? Like, you'd think as the leader of Laughing Coffin you should know these guys, or at least the more prominent ones. Never mind, that's explains it, I guess. So if you had the chance to shoulder throw him, couldn't you have just stabbed him? Okay then. Flashback time, I guess. That looked like it just went full berserker mode. Well, damn! How did you make 2 cuts, though? You are flashing all over the place, though, eh? So he needs a donor. Might that be it? Yeah! Your son, eh? Not him, though. So he started went through it for his mother then, eh? Ain't that lovely? And I guess that might be why he hates Kirito so much then. Or Japanese in general, perhaps. I always love it when we get a bit of an insight into what it was, like the SAO incident later on, or as it was ongoing. But to think he would join later, that's even more interesting. I hope he at least, like, called an ambulance beforehand, because, like, you're gonna be lying there for a while. Oh, that's what, yep. Paul. Neat. Yeah, no, we would have gotten that even without you spelling out. That kind of took away from it, seriously. Your face. Yep. Oh, that's sweet. Well, this was incredibly short, like, performance you did there, but hey, you had fun. Well, if nothing else, at least they know about that, thank God. I think that, like, basically demonic possession thing straight up, honestly. Like, it's a better explanation than, like, straight up just falling for explanation bullshit. Well, he's Prince of Hell. Okay, though, straight up just healed. Damn! I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but I love the fact that the show basically got bloody with Alicization. Again, the sound design, though. You just deflect all of them. They're all getting, like, the bullet deflected. I kind of love that. And you still got the circle thing for shooting. That's curious. I mean, if you're gonna, like, create a gun, might as well create one with a bigger magazine. I guess though she, like, had to go with one she's familiar with. Damn, that's nice. Seriously, I dig that we can just dismember people all over the place. It's kind of without consequences in the long run, but that's basically what allows us to do this. Well, there's still a handful left, but One more cousin, but the epic attack for the win? Yeah. I also love the fizzling out sound effect they have. It's so dang sweet. How damn that just happened! Oh my god! I know I said I appreciate the gore somewhat, but was not expecting that! Oh shit! I would love to use it as a thumbnail, but that's probably gonna be no dice. Second time! It's a bit of cliche, but I don't even mind. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the bow, basically. Everybody just get awesome attacks here. Well, that'd be a bit too easy if he were to die from that, but epic attack nonetheless. Well, he got banged up good though, so glad for that. Nope, just peace out. Yeah, you all did really well. Well, down you go. I mean, I was honestly expecting this to somehow be how it's gonna be resolved. Well, you did startle me. He put a nice strain in there. I dig it. Eh? Good God, you're raising flags, dude. You should know better. What a cheap date. Thank you. Yeah, about time. Like, this season's only got 11 episodes, so gotta hurry it up, dude. Oh yeah, this is still going on. You know, this would be a prime opportunity for you guys to stand up. Are you still held at sword point? You know, the fact that they are all thinking of him and like this exact... that one's nice. I mean, okay, basically the girls are constantly thinking of him, so really, does it make a difference? If we're being honest. Okay then, that's an abrupt ending I was not expecting. To be honest, to be perfectly honest there. Well then. So, Shinon basically managed to fend off Gabriel. Good job there, girl. Especially since you decided to use a gun with less ammunition than him. I know she didn't have a choice, but come on. The pair from the movie just kind of popped in there for a second and saved the day, and then popped out. I don't know if they had to shorten it for the anime or something. It just had a bit of a rushed feeling, didn't it? You're like, just pop in and stir up a bit of trouble, and then you get killed, and you just kind of puff out of existence again. It has a bit of a real hilarious undertone, doesn't it? Like the idol girl, at least in that regard, had the benefit of like sort of breaking the spell that was on the memories. Well, that's what's bringing him back after all. But yeah, she at least had the effect of dispelling the mind corruption control thing that Mela was putting on them. His backstory is a bit flimsy, but good enough for me, honestly. Like, scumbag father who just decided to like straight up take the kidney off his, like, I guess illegitimate son, sort of in that direction, to like help the real son. Obviously, the idea that he would just straight up hate all Japanese is a bit overshooting. I don't know if the similarity to Kirito is like sort of a factor here, or if I'm just seeing things, or if that's very much on purpose. I would like to believe it is. But again, he wasn't like specifically gunning for Kirito, at least not most of the time, it seemed. I really like the idea of the fact that he like joined Sword Art Online later for the specific purpose of killing people. Like that's what he did, what he joined for. Like, just sort of risking his life to join a game where you don't know if you could ever return alive, or like just ever return, just because he wants to kill people. I take that, kinda, What else? Obviously there's Leafa with the freaking gore. Like, we just kind of had to throw in the curse of immortality, though, didn't we? I'm not really shaming this anime for it, but I've always sort of seen it as a like double-edged sword, immortality. I get that so many shows, not just anime, but like so much media, let's put it the most general we can, like to jump on the idea that immortality is the worst thing, it's only suffering after a while, and so on. And I'm kind of the mindset that, yeah, you have a lot of bad, and there's definitely situations that you don't ever want, like, I don't know, being chained down and thrown into the ocean seems kind of terrible, like drowning for all eternity or whatever have you. There's a lot of really terrifying possibilities to imagine with immortality, don't get me wrong. But the sheer idea that you can keep going, so you just keep on suffering, is such a the glass is half empty mindset. Or more like, there's barely anything within it mindset, I suppose. It's such utter pessimism, basically. It's sort of rubs me the wrong way, Humans are pretty resilient creatures, all in all. We adapt, we overcome. and obviously there is no precedent for me to assume any of this, but I guess if there were someone immortal, we would have this like sort of depressing phase where like going through everyone I've ever loved is going to die, but you know what? Dying is part of life. The people you love are going to die eventually. That sucks what's gonna happen. Unless you're the first one to die. But what a glorious option that is. But if you plan on living into your 80s, 90s, whatever, chances are you're gonna say goodbye to some of your friends. I'm sorry if I'm ruining your afternoon with this, but it's gonna happen. Unless you're the first one to die, in which case your friends are gonna lose a friend. So, just because you're immortal doesn't somehow add to that or take away from it. All that happens is that you make more friends to which you're gonna later say goodbye. But again, it's a glass half full, half empty kind of thing, as I was saying earlier. You get to experience more life, more of everything. That includes suffering, but positive things as well. And if this is a huge tangent, which has nothing to do with Leo's recovering factor in the first place. But I really dig. I dig the ability in general, and again, what we can do with it, we can do all this brutal stuff in general in this Alicization world, and I love it. Like all the previous SAO always had this sparkling effect game, like so the fact that this one actually has blood and everything, I dig it. I really do. If I were to like complain about the downside of one thing, it's freaking Kirito. It's all Kirito. Like all the girls of Shina and Leaf and Asuna. I mentioned the fact that I like of how we bring Kirito back basically by reassembling him from their memories using the STL and all that. That's nice. That's a nice way of, using the power of friendship rather than as a dumb excuse. You give it a more sophisticated answer. Now my problem lies more in the fact that the girls themselves. Like, because they absolutely did the power of friendship there. After I gave them kudos for doing it in a smarter way. And yeah, I know the power of will actually is a very explained and established thing in this world. It's what gives Milla and Gabriel so much power in the first place. But come on, can't you just do it for yourself once, girls? Why do you have to despair and be like, oh, Kirito, wait, I gotta do it for Kirito, I have the power, can't you just do it for yourself, please? Be independent woman who needs no man. I get that you're doing it for him, that's why you're literally here, to help him and the whole of Underworld and the process, I guess, but it just all links back to him so hard. It just seems to undermine all the effort that they could never have done it if it wasn't for Kirito somehow, even though they did it all on their own. And that's just what rubs me the wrong way. I really like this show, but why? Ah! God damn it, Kirito. Yeah, in any case, it's gonna be all for now. Until next time, see you then. Bye!